You would never have to charge your
Going
car.
to the next point. That's good. Okay, so we're starting small. That's true. That's for static situations, but depending on the success that we have with this static situation, yeah, that's true. That's what the people at the true cutting edge of this technology have already. I've seen them down in Oak Ridge National Labs in Tennessee. The idea is there's something called driver range anxiety. So, to get these things to be really appealing to the public, they have to be just as convenient as the internal combustion engine, where you can just drive for, a very long distance before you actually have to stop and refuel. With electric vehicles, because of the problems with the very low energy density of current lithium technologies, that is not possible. So people are working on two sides of the spectrum. Either we work on a new chemistry that will have a very high energy density, or we work on a system that will make it so that we can continually feed charge to these low energy density batteries. That's where I am. So what we could do is that you could have a charging lane, or you could have these things dedicated in dedicated places, like let's say at a parking station where you go to work, or at stoplights. And so imagine that you're driving, and as you're driving over an array of these resonators, your vehicle's picking up the charge. So there's actually a prototype already that does that. That was built, that is in Oak Ridge National Lab. You can Google it and you'll see it. And I know that Energy Dynamics Labs is also working on one. So that is really ambitious. And the problem will be the cost per lane or per length of the lane. But definitely there's a lot of new research going on in this area. We're starting small, we're starting static. We just started this year, and hopefully we can pick up a little bit.
Very cool.
How you say that it would be about that, like it would be like that thing?
No. I just gave you that as an example. I said, imagine that we have an inverter like this. Actually, our inverter is much smaller. The inverter that I'm building is, I have it at the machine shop, is about like this. It's a little box like this. And the module itself, the box itself, what takes up the space is, like Dr. Carr said, these systems dissipate a lot of heat, right? So you have to have what's called heat sinks. This is a heat sink. It's just a metallic surface that takes the heat and radiates it. So most of that space is actually the heat sink. The module itself of switches that it's really creating this high frequency signal is a little box like this. So yeah, it's a much smaller one. This is how many? 37 kilowatts? Yeah, my inverter, the power rating is much lower. I mean, it's well below that, so it's a smaller inverter. But it's suitable for level 2, level 3 charging.
And how much like waste power comes off that?
Waste?
Yeah.
You mean how much is?
Yeah, just.
Well, my simulations in the perfect ideal world of a simulated environment say that I could achieve 86% efficiency right now. That's not bad. When you're talking about a gap that's 8 inches, that's not bad at all. Of course, one of the prototypes that I saw personally at a lab in the United States, they were able to achieve by using some field shaping techniques. Field shaping means that they add some materials on the side. See, what happens is, a lot of the times, that field will be dissipating energy on metallic structures in the surrounding, right? So what they're doing is, they're embedding, so they have the same coil, but they have a special type of material, a magnetic material that will create a